Yo, Mars Blackman here with my main man, Michael Jordan. Money's gotta be the shoe.
14. Jordan past Petrovic.
Wow! Shoes.
Here it is again. Oh! Yes!
Sure it's not the shoes?
I'm sure, Mars.
What about the shoes?
No, Mars.
Money's gotta be the shoes.
Ponder this. A fallacious world where the Air Jordan is not distributed by Nike, but rather Adidas? Well, our story begins in the 60s and 70s, a 2-decade-long run driven by the towers of the NBA, the center. In the 60s, 9 of 10 MVP winners were big men. In the 70s, all 10 years. Symbolically, Converse and Adidas blocked the competition from entering their own paint, the marketplace of sneakers. See what I did there? At 6'10", Bill Russell won 4 MVPs in the 60s and 11 championships and 13 finals appearances. And he did it in Chuck Taylors. His longtime rival Wilt Chamberlain won 3 MVPs, also scored 100 points in a game in Chuck Taylors. They endorsed everybody. Even the damn logo of the NBA had Converse on his feet. They endorsed the 2 most important players for ending the NBA airing finals games on tape delay. Yeah, that was a thing. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Adidas, meanwhile, started their own movement.
My Adidas walk through concert doors and roam all over Coliseum floors.
The sneaker company signed Run DMC to a $1 million contract, the first of its kind for hip-hop. Earlier on the court, every skyhook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar attempted featured Adidas Jabbars on his feet. MVP winner Bill Walton, Adidas. The upstart ABA featuring Dr. J, 3 stripes. Even some kid named Michael Jeffrey Jordan sported Adidas at the University of North Carolina, wearing them in practice and all over the place. Dean Smith told him for games, "You wear Converse," and he did. In all these pictures, he's wearing Converse shoes. He wanted to sign with Adidas. Whoa, wait a minute. The entire UNC team wore Converse, an arrangement head coach Dean Smith made, backing $10K a year. College coaches making the goods and players used as pawns. Stop me if you heard that before. The 1984 draft rolls around, and remember those centers that were the cornerstones of NBA franchises? Well, the number 1 pick in the draft, Hakeem Olajuwon. Number 2 overall, 7'1" Kentucky All-American Sam Bowie, whom the Blazers drafted to replace Bill Walton. The 3rd pick, the savior for the Chicago Bulls franchise, Michael Jordan, who again, desperate for an Adidas shoe contract. In 1978, Adi Dassler, the founder of Adidas, passed away, leaving the company with his wife and kids. His late wife took over and assigned his kids to different divisions, although they were definitely in a state of flux. MJ waited and waited and waited. Meanwhile, Adidas distributors wanted to sign Michael. But executives in Germany decided shoppers would favor taller players and wanted to sponsor centers. The person says, adding, "We kept saying no one can relate to those guys." He took a meeting with Converse because of the Dean Smith connection that we outlined previously. They had stars in Magic, Larry, Dr. J. So MJ asked in the meeting, "With all these stars, where do I fit into the conversation?" President of Converse John O'Neill replied, "We'll treat you like all our other superstars." To which MJ's dad replied, "Don't you guys have any new innovative ideas?" Here was their response. They concluded the meeting with an offer, $100,000 per year to wear the product. Nothing was signed. After the '84 Olympics in LA, in which Jordan Co. won gold, all he wanted was relaxation. When his agent David Falk broached the subject of visiting Nike's headquarters in Oregon, Jordan replied, "I have no interest in going there. Just do what you need to do to get me with Adidas." Let's stop to think about that for a moment. Do you like these shoes? These shoes? They could have never been. Michael Jordan could have had the Air Superstar or something of that nature. Yet if it wasn't for Falk's relentlessness, it may never have been. Falk dialed James and Dolores, MJ's parents, telling them he needed their son in Oregon, so he went. And he was impressed. Why? Because Nike's presentation was unique. They displayed a red and black shoe design. When MJ scoffed at the high-top shoes, designer Peter Moore said he customized to Jordan's preference, something no other company did before. Quote, "They really made a great effort of trying to have my input on the shoe," Jordan said. Peter Moore would later say, "We presented to his family and we lit them up. We impressed the out of them." He was not going to be impressed, and he lit up, which was even more satisfying. In 1984, Nike reported their first quarterly loss ever. So they went all in on Michael. They offered $500,000 per year over 5 years with stock options. The previous high at the time was his old UNC teammate James Worthy, who received an 8-year deal worth $150,000 a year with New Balance. I know. Jordan, however, had other plans. Quote, I was very loyal. I went back to my Adidas contract and said, this is the Nike contract. If you come anywhere close, I'll sign with you guys. Adidas had no interest. Nike did. I don't want to go to another meeting, MJ told his agent. Jordan signed with Nike. Adidas had the chance of a lifetime. And the rest is history.